Hi, I'm Nathaniel Deal, and this is the AmmoCounter internal IR beam installation video. Okay, so this mod is used inside your blaster if your blaster doesn't have a barrel connector or if you'd like to put it in some sort of accessory. It's basically a 3D printed part that contains a PCB board, 2 resistors, and 2 IR LEDs. So one of the LEDs emits through this part and then through your barrel and then is received at the other side. Then as soon as the beam inside is broken, it counts either up or down depending on how you have your counter set up. So we're going to go over how to install this into an accessory of mine and how it's going to work. So let's get started. All right, so for this video, we're going to need, of course, the IR beam and the lead, also your ammo counter. You're going to need some electrical tape or any other kind of tape that you can move and push around. You're going to need a Sharpie or a marker in order to mark the hole so you can drill. You're also going to need the barrel that you're going to install to. I'm going to install this one into a retaliator barrel. So I've already removed the screws and made some mods to this inside. We're also going to need your glue gun or some type of hot glue or super glue. You also need a drill or a Dremel. I'm using a 3/16 in this case, but you can use a 1/4 or somewhere around there should be able to work. All right, so for this next part, I'm going to install this IR beam into this retaliator barrel. You also need a Sharpie so that when we take it out, we can make a little mark. I've already removed the screws from the retaliator barrel, and I've made a couple other mods inside in order to get this to fit inside. So I'm going to remove the leads here and set that aside, and then disassemble the barrel. Okay, so the barrel is disassembled, and as you can see here, I've cut out a couple notches on this section and on the other section in order to get the beam inside. All right, so grab your barrel and then grab your IR beam and slide the IR beam onto the barrel and work it back into the blaster or accessory, getting everything in place. All right, so everything is in place. Let's make a couple marks here. So the first mark is going to point to the middle of the IR beam. The IR beam is in this box right here. So we're going to make one mark here and another mark on the other side. And that will help us line up the holes whenever we are getting ready to drill. We're also going to make a couple of lines here. We're going to make one on the side of the 3D printed part and one on the other side, which will help us line this back up whenever we put it back into the blaster or accessory. Okay, so now that we've got our markings, let's take it out of the casing and remove the IR beam. All right, so grab your marker one more time and we're gonna make a small circle right in the middle of the arrows so that we know exactly where to drill our hole. All right, so I've got a box here so that I don't drill into my table, and I'm going to set this up, get it nice and straight, and then grab my drill and drill a hole. Okay, great. You got a hole, everything's clean. Let's slide the IR beam back on and get a piece of tape. You're gonna need a piece of tape about 1 inch long, and this tape is just gonna be temporary to hold the IR beam in place so that we can test it, get it in the right place, and then eventually glue it. All right, so grab your leads, and then we're gonna add those back to our IR beam. So the black is gonna go on the ground, the VCC is the red, and then the white is the signal. All right, so we got that connected, set up. Make sure it's connected to your ammo counter. In this case, I don't have an ammo counter on hand, but make sure it's connected to your ammo counter so that we can test it. All right, so when it's connected, just go ahead and drop a dart through the barrel, and if it counts down, great. That means that you've got everything lined up the right way and you're ready for the next step. If it doesn't, then you're gonna have to move this around a little bit and make sure that you've got the holes lined up, and just kind of finesse it a little bit and then grab a dart and drop it through again. And once you find the right place, then move on to the next step with the hot glue gun. All right, so we got our hot glue gun, and we're gonna add a couple dots to the bottom, one right here and another one right here. Just some small dots to hold it in place. So after you've got those small dots, let's drop the dart through one more time. And if everything is working correctly, go ahead and hot glue the rest of the beam onto the barrel. Okay, so that's it for the IR beam installation. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any questions in the comments below. And as always, happy nerfing.